morning. Welcome to my ASMR session of early morning chill, some Stanley Parable gaming. It's a tired day. It's time to go sleep in a bit. So I'm just gonna relax, play the game till I fall asleep, and be with you all until then. So just relax, enjoy the music, and feel good, and we can peacefully start. You thought it was gonna be a chill stream. Nothing in the stream is chill. Nothing. We go all hardcore. Let's go, my boy. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Cool. Ooh, what a transition. And let's start. Okay, so where we left off last time was pretty much in the middle of nowhere. And I think I heard from a little bird that this game pretty much has technically no endings. You are just playing in a loop continuously again and again and again and again. And that's pretty much the beauty of the game. How does it matter what time it is? But okay, I'm trying to trust you. Wait, don't tell me the game is gonna start from the beginning again. Yeah. Okay. Can I just say something? Already started with its bullshit. Thank you for actually setting the clock time. Both times you put okay. A lot of people do think this. I'm a considerate gamer. Damn, 2 in a row. Not just once, twice. Thank you. And I appreciate that too. I am paying attention. Oh. They don't even know if I'm making the right time. What is the favorite time? Yes, please. Back to the game now. Started with this shit just when I started the game. God damn. I bought the first game. I'm already in the second game. I don't know what's happening. It's still loading. There's the second game. Never the end. The end is never. Oh wow. Nice. Get my first trophy. Okay, what I got my trophy, so I get a first trophy for that trophy. Doesn't make sense, but okay. Cool, let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, bucket, let's go.
Embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands that Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Shit, I just thought that the door opened. Okay, bucket, we gotta do this. You jiggle physics are distracting me, but it's okay. It is okay. Dude, look at that. Ooh, damn. Ooh, the bucket is doing things to me. Oh no.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
And of course, since I'm listening to the game, as per the rules, I squat. Okay, so let's go. Where is this smelly place? But for an important person. Is it a toilet? Oh, smelly place for an important person. Would it be the manager?
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet.
Oh.
It wants the bucket. You can
I just
feel
closed the door for the first
aura
time.
of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
It feels like I can put the bucket somewhere here.
It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
Whoa.
This is your bucket. This is your
His words
companion
per
and
minute is
lifelong
like crazy.
friend. You can't hand it over.
And the amount of shit he keeps saying.
Name calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I know
Am
like
I
every
the
closet
narrator?
for a variety of reasons, but even this is
What is
worse
it?
than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends, that your relationship is purely superficial and convenient, that your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of
Just keep
kinship
going
towards
on.
any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner. Well,
I've heard about the broom closet ending. Is this gonna be
lay
it?
into it. Really tell the broom closet
Just be
operator
here,
the meaning
and then
of
he
it.
just keeps on
Expand on the wide
saying a lot of
variety
shit.
experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your
Right.
journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your
I wanna
feelings
get
for
out.
the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Okay. The bucket made me feel good. If I'm afraid, I can put it over my head.
I've got you
But
something which
I'm
I
still not
think
able to
will
do
settle
anything
this
with that.
debate once and
It has nice jiggle physics. Look at that.
There. Now it's settled. No more debate. No more discussion. Take our
Oh, wait.
broom closet with all your meandering philosophical diatribes.
Okay, now
about the
if
nature
this
of
has a
cleaning
sticker,
supplies and their
then I can go
relationship to broom
downstairs,
closets in the natural order
and
of
if
things.
my this thing goes missing, at least I'll have my broom. I mean, my this
All
thing
right, I've
saying
got a
property
second
of.
sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Yes.
See?
Okay,
I
nice.
feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way,
Whoa.
if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Will I get more stickers, or is this it?
You know
Come
what?
on, more
I could
stickers.
take the name calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies.
Are you
Easily
gonna
the
leave?
most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Oh, he left. At last. Come on. Okay, wait. So I have a sticker, which is great. I think this changes some things. Okay. Alright. Cool. That was the broom closet ending, I'm assuming.
Coming to a staircase,
Great ending.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs
I
to
am
the
going
front.
upstairs and going downstairs, so no need to do squats.
But
I
Stanley
go
just
here.
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting
I
he had
know I'm
left
gonna
his
lose.
post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in
Okay,
such a
let's see what happens over here.
economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy?
Oh yeah, this is where I actually
The
do
bucket
need a
returned
skip
his
button.
gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times.
This would be
such as
great
these.
for a skip button over
He
here.
held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar
That review was
reassurance
right.
and confidence. And that's when Stanley realized,
Come on! No sleep.
isn't my bucket.
Let's go.
It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this.
See,
Who
bucket
knows
went
what
missing.
sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychological
I should be able to
presence of his bucket.
find the bucket right now because I have...
Repeating, which was, of course, very odd. Now he felt himself float off the ground.
Okay, float off the ground.
Without my
All
bucket,
right.
I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it calling to him.
Stanley, Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be?
Come on.
He rushed forward from room to room,
Okay.
passing by one bucket after the next.
Wait,
None of
wait,
them
wait.
were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
Shit.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore
Now
his
the
sense
buckets
of
have stickers. I thought it's gonna...
He froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside.
was inside me
It was
all along.
painful. Stanley,
Come
doubled
on.
over in agony,
What?
and blacked out.
I actually... No. No, I'm back to this ending.
This is the
But I
story
had...
of a woman named Mariella.
Shit, I just thought I had
Mariella woke
changed
up on a day
the
before
future of this game.
She rose, dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the...
Cool. Begin the game again. Actually, that's... I didn't even think about that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nobody here. Okay, so the sticker is there. Great.
A better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
Okay.
and entered.
Alright. 10 squats for listening to him. And I shall...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh, wait. This is new. Oh, smelly room. Smelly room. Smelly room. I knew it.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all
I'm getting there.
the and marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and marines. None of us can.
Thanks for that. Okay. Because the boss knows what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then what the boss chose. Oh, is it like a tongue twister? Nice. Cool. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So, water. Can I fill water? Isn't he all about talking about how portable water is and water makes so and so forth? Let me check if my video is video live. Video subscriptions. Yo, video is live. Great. Grape. Okay. Come on. Will you do something? Or is it gonna be the same shiz? A lot of shaky and whole lot of nothing. Yep, lot of shaking, whole lot of nothing. Nothing changes.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an
3 alcohol
if
bottles
not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even
and
in his darkest of hours, did the
1
bucket's
telephone.
guiding light
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out, is there any other secret or just this?
it would be with
2,
him always.
8,
The bucket. And he
4, 5.
the two, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Nope,
Was it
ain't sheer luck.
the bucket?
This was something which was done
Yes.
300 years ago.
Most logical explanation.
I'm doing the same thing again. Doing the same thing, would that work? I can't escape through that hole
The elevator
also.
raced down, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest
Up,
moment
up.
of uncertainty,
Come on.
he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Cool, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna go to the mind control
Stanley and
room,
the bucket
and
walked
because I'm
straight
gonna
ahead
listen
to
to
the
him.
large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Damn. Okay, let's keep going. Anything else interesting?
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped.
Why
Monitors
is just
like
that
guinea
one
pigs.
a different number?
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that
See,
everything
look at
would
that.
be fine.
2, 3, 4. Seems a little bit off. Not sure if there's any significance to that.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish
What
to
is
do?
my number? 4 to
What
7?
kinds of things does a bucket want to do
think this is mine.
or not want to do in the first place?
I actually forgot.
Raced furiously in Stanley's mind.
Anyways, left is here.
No! He screamed
To the
into
top of the mind
He
control
couldn't
room.
accept it. His own life
I
and someone
actually
else's
don't have
control
any kind of control
never.
over here.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Okay. How did I get to the place where... Oh wait, why is it dark? What is that?
But
I
here
have
was
no
the
idea
proof,
where I am.
the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking,
Hold a second.
eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
What? Can I not go up? Oh, I really couldn't go up. What about this room? Should I do the nuclear thing? Or should I take control? I'm taking
When at
control.
last they came to but at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Listen to this, guys. I'll be back.
Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
I got standing again.
Through one video of silly birds
Did I not?
and then it dawned on him.
Shit.
This
Is
wasn't
this the
a
second time I'm
mind
doing
control
it?
facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. At the
But
bucket
I
nose,
cannot get out.
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, living through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Well,
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the
are
best.
you sure about that?
Stanley was happy.
That's it? Game over? Come on. Okay. Cool.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
At
it
least
be?
I have stickers on my
Stanley
bucket.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very
Okay.
lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Should I squat now or later? I shall squat. No, I came here. Shit again. Anything
Stanley,
interesting?
we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If
I
did,
want
you can
stickers.
guarantee we'd
I
be in
want
here for
stickers.
hours. But alas,
Of
no
course.
stickers.
I shall squat for what I previously missed. Hui. Hui. Hui.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
One more set. Okay. Alright, toilet.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh, where am I looking?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large
Yes,
door that
for
read
this. I'm doing the
Mind
next set of
Control
squats.
Facility.
And I finished. Okay. I'm done.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed
Back
with
here
television
again.
screens. What horrible secret did this place
Damn,
hold?
one
Stanley
playthrough,
and the
30
bucket
squats?
both wondered to themselves.
That's a little bit difficult. Okay, let's go, let's move. So this time,
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone
so
in the
previously I
office was
pressed
being
no,
videotaped,
nothing happened.
monitored like guinea pigs.
Birds, game over.
The bucket had never
Let me
seen
type
anything
yes
like
this
this,
time and
it
see what
very nearly
happens.
burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Alright, come on, lift. Let's go. Let's go.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
That's okay. Almost centered. Let's go.
No!
Next
He screamed
spot.
into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
I'm trying my best to shoot
He
the
could
audio
trust
across
no
as
one
hard as
except
possible
for the bucket.
so that I'm not mumbling anymore. I feel like while I'm streaming, I'm just mumbling a lot.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
I was
labeled
like,
with
why am I here?
emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I'm switching it off. Is this the ending where this thing opens and it doesn't open completely?
Was it over?
Did I have the bucket at that time?
Yes.
I think I had the
They had
bucket at
done
that
it.
time.
Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
Come on, open up.
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live. Once they stepped through this
Open up,
lesson,
open up, open up
the
completely.
bucket wanted to learn to roast.
Hello.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop
If it starts
halfway
closing, I'm
through
just gonna quit
and
this
begin
and start
watching it in
again.
reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
I love how it shows it's just like your neighborhood house and
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door
Come on.
stopped? Was Stanley
What
and
did
the
I do
bucket
wrong?
not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
come
Until finally
on.
the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This
I ain't
building
getting
did
out
not
ever.
want the bucket to leave.
Leave the
Even
bucket.
the facility itself
Throw the bucket.
recognized the
Actually, that will be
incredible
nice.
calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, go to any lengths not to
Should I leave the bucket and come here? Maybe that? Interesting.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting. It takes a lot of
Okay,
humility
anyways,
to
I'm
run
not
a
going to
bucket
listen to him
so
for the first time.
magnificent.
Go to
Stanley
the
checked his
room,
ego and then
the
proceeded.
other room on the right.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Nope.
to his... This was not the correct place for the
Okay,
meeting.
nope.
But Stanley had felt the bucket
Nope.
calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Employee
Had
lounge.
the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than
Okay.
the meeting room?
Anything
Yes,
interesting
Stanley
here?
thought to himself. Yes, perhaps.
Nothing,
a
nothing,
few
nothing
more.
here.
How
Can I
insightful
fill
the
a bucket full of
turned out
coffee?
to be.
No.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting.
I ain't taking the door to the left.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking.
Okay, I'm
to
gonna
him.
jump in
It should
3,
have alarmed
2,
him, of course,
1, go,
because
let's
buckets
go.
can't talk.
Okay.
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked. No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
What?
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point.
Okay,
Which,
this is
if
new.
that's true. Well, my goodness. I think we have to do something about it.
Am I going to get a
Yes,
tutorial on what is a
could
bucket
have
and what is not a
dire
bucket?
consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Alright, let's get on with it.
Here for a moment.
Where is here? Explain here. Oh, like dark space? Please don't start again. Is this
I'm going to
a
run through some
bucket?
scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you
Nice.
is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Alright, let's go.
Item 1.
Is this
a bucket?
a bucket? I don't think so. It doesn't look like my bucket.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual.
What bullshit. Okay, alright.
Item 2.
Alright.
Is this
Is this a bucket? This also doesn't seem like a bucket.
correct? It is
What
a 3D
nonsense.
printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Alright. The next one is a bucket for sure. 100%.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Yes. Come on, be wrong.
Correct.
What?
This is a bucket.
Where am I going to get the answer wrong?
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Of course, it is a bucket.
Are you
Yes.
hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on
But-
earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely
if somebody sits in it-
incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
That person is contained inside it. You can sit inside a
Is this
bucket.
bucket?
Yes.
Correct.
Tech-
This is a bucket.
Of course, it's a bucket. All that explanation, and the narrator agreed in the end. What
Item
else?
6.
Nope.
Is this a bucket?
Nope. It's a 3D
Trick
printed bucket.
question. Both.
Both.
Gotcha. Item. Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
It's a bucket. Yep. It's a bucket. For sure, it's a bucket.
You and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
He lost me there. He lost me there. Yes. No.
You know what? I'm too confused to even...
Yes, exactly.
I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet
He
now
said
I'm
nothing
so
is equal to bucket. At the same time, nothing is not equal to bucket. So therefore, bucket is equal to nothing. It just went on and on.
Stanley, I can't keep doing
Yes,
this.
he is a bucket.
I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game.
What?
Okay, here we go.
Nope. 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 You can't do that. I need my buckets.
What happened?
Bro.
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I have no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful.
But wasn't the bucket inside me all along?
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything.
No.
We'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Okay.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Dude, his mumbling at times just needs a fast forward button for what was that? Chat, you saw that. It glitched. My office looks different. Outside my office looks different.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive yet compassionate.
Back to the
Stanley
same place.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply
Got
the
it.
place to be.
Cool, let me go and try seeing if...
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind.
Oh no, don't tell
Bucket
me
was wrong.
again I might have to go
Stanley
through the
took
same
door on
bucket
his left
tutorial.
to go back to the meeting.
Let's see.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Yeah, good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Yep,
Stanley
yep.
did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of
3,
course,
2,
because
1, go.
buckets
Let's
can't
go.
talk.
Okay.
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No bucket still.
Stop! Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign
Oh
right.
shit. Okay. So I can't take a bucket beyond this point.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Sorry,
Perhaps
bucket,
he had
peace.
simply missed a memo.
It feels so weird. It's like every time I just feel like taking the bucket and I feel like sad not taking it. What kind of feelings is this game creating for me, and why is the room gotten more complicated and complex?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room. And
I
Stanley
need
knew
my
full well.
bucket.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The
It
lounge
made
was
me feel
sublime,
things.
a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
Those
first open door on his left.
Sultry jiggles. Those movement in its...
Stanley was so bad at
Hips.
following directions. It's
Damn.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That metal plating.
Look, Stanley,
I'm
I
missing
think
all
perhaps
of
we've
that.
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy,
Those
really
2
am.
beautiful stickers.
I realize that
Because of
investing
my
your
beautiful
trust in
broom
someone else can be
closet
difficult,
secret.
But the fact is that the story has been
3,
about
2,
nothing
1, let's
but
go.
love. Really?
Okay, cool.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
100%
Are you that
zero
convinced that I
consideration?
want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you
Come
of
on,
this, but
come on,
I
let's
really
go.
do want to help you, to show you
Okay,
something
come on,
beautiful.
come on.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on. And there it is.
Let's
The last
go.
Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley.
Okay.
This is a real accomplishment.
Come on,
This
where's
is
my
doing
trophy?
Something just for the sake of doing it.
100%.
Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would
No,
tell
I
you
need a
I'm
more
proud of you
bigger
for
reward.
collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
That's it? Excuse me? My
Now
reward?
listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Let's just listen to him.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
What
You see
bullshit.
that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The 2 of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Come on, open the door.
What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh,
Okay.
it's beautiful, isn't it?
this is
If we
the
just stay
ending, which
right
is a
here,
little bit
right in
on
this
the
moment
darker
with this
side.
place. No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I'm going to do the dark
Stanley,
ending
let me
again.
stay here. Don't take this from me. Please,
Well,
Stanley.
this is the only way.
Oh, thank God. You lived.
Okay, I've done this ending multiple times. Okay, at least I got all the 6 figurines, so that's one good thing. Camera, figure out where you want to focus. Okay, cool. Stealth.
Stanley, I'm
Oh.
sorry, but I have to put a pause
What?
on things. It's those figurines, those figlets.
What?
I
You
haven't
trapped
stopped
me in
thinking
here.
about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the
Yeah,
most
dude, that was good
intrinsically
one, good
fulfilling
one.
moment of your entire life?
Yes,
Didn't it
yes,
fill you to
leave
the
me.
brim with inner richness? Yes,
Dude,
I know we're supposed to be
you
telling
tricked
a
me.
story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Okay. Alright. But bucket? I need bucket. When Stanley found the collectibles, now remembering. I mean, I just collected it, but okay. You need like a story for that too. Let's go. Okay. Door has closed. Everything is 2013. Okay.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find.
I mean, it
Charles
was
had 6 right
1
there
out
on
of
the
6.
screen. But how could
Yes,
we know
exactly.
for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stan.
Alright. Come on, take it. Are we gonna have again? Oh, what is this? Everybody creepy. Yeah, and that happens. So we get more than what we were supposed to. What's happening?
And here
What's
is a
happening?
second Stanley. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Why is my stairs screwed?
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of
Okay.
these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
Warehouse.
No. The warehouse was the 4th place you found a Figanli, not the 3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know
Should I just
if
go
the
back?
warehouse feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
Huh? What do I do next? There was a way all along.
Oh yes, we found a figure in this pink room. Well, I
What is
can't
this
actually
pink
say
room?
I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Convenient. Let's go to the next one. The bathroom, the meeting room bathroom.
This was
Yes.
the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the boss's bathroom. I remember it so clearly.
Yes, it
In
just
fact,
happened some
because
time back.
this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh, what is this? Ah, damn. This takes me back 20. Sorry, 2000. 2. YouTube. Best presentations ever was done like this. You all don't know about this time. Those times were classic. Ooh, those beautiful images. I forgot what you call them, vectors at that time. Best presentation ever, best effects. Everything done by the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Okay. Alright, thank you. Thank you for taking me in this roller coaster. I shall... Oh, back to the red and
then,
blue.
Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works?
Dude, it's amazing that the game made the whole thing based on how many or what order you collected in.
They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Okay. Both of them leads to the same place, but okay.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
What is all that? I'm starting again.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction.
No.
See how that feels. Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors.
Come on, get it.
I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone,
Dude, now the game is just taking a piss out of you.
Clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video?
Yes, yes. Please don't show me to you again. Oh no, again. Okay, thank God.
Yes, I love that video.
Okay. Open door. Let's go. Then pink room, which I've never even seen in my life.
Stanley, still no memory of this one. Good room though, a solid room.
That's like developers patting their own back for creating a room.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
I have no idea how I glitched through and collected that also, but it is what it is. Boss's office. Okay, I don't think so there's anything here right now. Nope, nothing. Let's keep going.
This was our second figure. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too.
Under the
past
stairs.
is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
I got everything. I'm done.
The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going.
Stop.
What else is there?
Stop.
What came before this?
This is not how I entered.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Both doors lead to the same path. Oh my God.
There was your office.
Back to the same room.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Home, wife, kids. I don't know.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good
Another
memory?
presentation?
Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling this story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
What is happening? So the narrator has created a character named Stanley rather than Stanley creating a character called the narrator. Okay. I mean, if I'm going across to what the narrator had said last time.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Does it say Be My Valentine? Oh my god, it's Valentine's Day this month, guys.
Stanley's bucket.
I don't know if
Only
that has
one
anything.
he would ever truly need.
Happy 12th birthday, Stepney's. Sounds so wrong. Look at that. Look at that jiggle. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Okay. I'm gonna go completely upstairs. See if there's some kind of secrets which is there that I have missed.
Employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here
Employee
it was. Had the
lounge.
bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no.
Go straight.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah, good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not
Yeah, I haven't
question why
explored
or
that
how
door.
his
I
bucket
don't
was
know if that
speaking.
door even does
It should
anything.
have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I don't know how is the game Biomutant. Is it almost the same?
In here.
Because I've heard
Go into this dark room over here.
I heard the
Stanley
narrator's
once again
annoying.
obeyed blindly.
Oh,
Now
family,
pick up the phone.
kids.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone.
What happens when I don't pick up the phone? The whole world gets
This is the
destroyed.
sad story of a man named Stanley
Oh, shit.
and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
But
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide...
okay, I know this ending. Should I do the same thing, but without the bucket? Which is the ending which will get me to the place where the reviews and everything are? Let's try going
All of
there
his co-workers
with the
were
bucket.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Okay.
Perhaps he
Oh
had
no,
simply
but that
missed a
was...
memo. Is Stanley without the bucket really Stanley at all? No, surely not.
Hey, rooms are changing a bit. Yep, it is changing.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Go
to his
here.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had thought of the bucket
Lounge.
calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
What if I go towards the
No,
destruction
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the
route
meeting room. Go somewhere else.
with the bucket
The cargo lift, yes. Good.
and
Now
plug
ride
out the
lift all
wire
the way to
when the
top.
telephone
There's
rings.
something up there I need you to do.
Stanley
I
did
think
not
I have
question
something
why
there.
or how this bucket was
Let's
stealing.
go.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't.
Oh, I'm active again.
But Stanley chose not to.
My
take
blood is
this
pumping all
obvious
over.
fact. He was firmly convinced that
Seeing
the bucket
Stanley
had spoken
makes me
to
get
him,
excited.
and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Let's destroy the game.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Okay, time to plug off the wire. Plug off wire.
Now pick up the phone.
Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were
Interesting.
you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't
You
talk.
are.
It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Huh.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it, but there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait,
Of
yes,
course.
there is.
There is a video.
It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Please don't be that choices
What
video.
is comedic timing? What is
Okay.
comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And
You don't
more
need to teach me all of
importantly,
this.
can it be taught in its
I'm
entirety
excellent.
within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
I don't need
Let's
this.
dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50
No,
to
I'm not
80
listening.
centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit,
Wow,
with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are
Thank
the
God it was straight
optimal
upward.
conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener
Whoosh.
that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's
my
practice
God.
screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
That wasn't funny, but I'm just like, okay. I'm done with
Good.
this Stanley
This
now.
saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long
10 pages
and should
long.
include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure
God,
the
I'm
survey taker is
comfortable.
actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in
Well,
laughter in no time at all.
doubled my
Just
yawning
remember to let them
speed
stop laughing
per
at some
second.
point, you
What's the time?
gut-busting
It's
little
2:12.
scam. After all, with each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must go after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
From where to where it went.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So, with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
That's it? Okay. I thought I would be destroying everything. Shit, it closed. I was supposed to head back to the room.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket,
Okay.
you'll say. How ridiculous.
So it wants me to go back all the way there.
The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we have the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't
Yes,
be
thank God for that.
that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Done. When is it gonna ask me to go back? Why is everything closing?
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
But I wanted to go on the right. Whoa.
We're back at the phone already. No, what's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this.
Thank the
There was
Lord.
supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. Now
And
the
he's
timer
upset.
completely off. Joke will never land. Not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room.
That is so cool that they knew that players would do this
I don't deserve the
and
title
got
of
you
comedic
back here.
comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling wealth. I think I need
No.
to go rewatch that instructional
No, please, not again.
Surely that will help me improve my...
Oh shit.
Here we go. You ready?
And the
When
Lord.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
I'm waiting.
We're back at the phone already. No. Here
Is
we
this
go.
glitchy
You ready?
thing gonna keep
When
happening?
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. We're back at the phone already. No.
No.
Here we
It
go.
wants me to take the right.
When Stanley and the bucket
Okay,
came to a
last
set of
time,
two
and then I'm
open
gonna go
doors,
left.
They entered the door on the left. We're back at the phone
Yep.
already.
It wants me to take the right real badly. I mean left real
Here
badly.
we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
Thank the Lord, it is done.
You other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
What?
Stanley, you went up the bucket so much it's like you it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes.
Great success.
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashed in love with a bucket you are. No, do not. It is a deliberate. Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale. What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so mental. I think I saw him playing guitar. No. Getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was
I got multiple endings. That's so cool. I love the concept of the game. Just yes, a fast forward button would have done wonders in this game. Things got stuck. Valve support team? What is Valve support team doing over here? Making this more like Half-Life?
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What happens in the underground spot?
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind.
The spot over here in this left.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite path.
Okay, maintenance section. Is this the place where those things
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you
clamp
found
on me?
I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Oh my god, okay, yeah, it's the baby thing, it's the line. I forgot about the line.
You see,
Line that
your
TM.
friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about
Room
you very
closer.
much.
Oh
It's
yes.
this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters
on,
from the first
do
game,
something.
The adventure line and the
Something
broadcast.
happened here.
Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you
I like
want
one thing
another
about it is the
involving
jokes.
adventure line? We could make the adventure
The
line go
future
somewhere
telling
new.
if the same jokes were there
that's
back
what
in
the fans
2013.
want. Let's do it.
Them talking about the fans, them talking about how greedy corporates are, how soulless second parts are, ultra deluxe, did not make any sense, so on and so forth. I think it's damn cool. Damn cool for a game which came out back in 2013 to
Who knows where it'll go off to next?
have said all of those
Some
things.
silly music as well. Now this
That's
is
it.
what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley's addicted to drugs and hookers.
It's as classic now as it was back then.
I have never heard that line
Stanley,
before,
let's
but
give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up. Don't you get it, Stanley? We need
Oh,
to
damn it.
create the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
I'm gonna throw the bucket in the bucket destroyer. Let's go.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also
Let's do it,
was
let's
not
do
the
it.
original game, but it's such a well-fleshed out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
I just want to try it out,
That's what the Bucket Destroyer does. Surely
see
you
what
know
it does,
spell
get
out.
over with it.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye
Yes.
to the Bucket, and then pop
Bye.
it into the machine when you're ready.
Oh,
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket.
Wait,
I
it
don't
doesn't
know
give
what
it
a
away.
destroyer will do if it can't
I'm
destroy
pressing
the
X.
bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved
Insert
Stanley
bucket.
Parable characters? Well, you see, if you
Why?
were to
Why
really
can I not
explore
insert
the
it?
bucket destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What
Come
other object in
on,
this game
let's
can you
do it.
even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I
Not
wonder what
happening.
sort of bucket destroyer merchandise
Okay.
the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to
Nothing is happening, nothing is
we can't get
happening.
back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley.
Come on,
Give
do it,
the
do it,
fans
do it, do
what
it.
they want. Hurry and
Well, nothing happened. And there goes the bucket destroyer. Destroyed. It has destroyed itself. Look what it has done.
my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you. Tell such.
I love the cinematic flair for this scene.
All of its squadness.
Too good.
Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
And cut. Start again. Credits. Credits roll? Of course. Back to the beginning.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this... What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
Well.
Stanley
Okay.
pushed the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm just thinking, if I go to the door on the left, there is just the manager's office downstairs. From the manager's office I would get to... Nah. If I go here, I went down. What other endings are there? Is there any other endings which I can get? I did the phone one.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply
No. Come on, open up. Something open up. Where is line.tm? Was that a one-time occurrence?
The bucket turned out to be correct. Was this no? Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
If I take the phone, what happens? I don't remember.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Over here something also happens. I can go here. Oh, this itself is a whole different ending.
Okay. This is
No. What else is there to do? I'm a confusion.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did, it
What
stopped
is he
shortly
talking
after.
about?
Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Yeah, exactly. Let me in. Out, sorry. I ain't taking the bucket. Leave the
Stanley
bucket.
came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Leave the bucket. Don't take control. Let's go. One set of squats.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling
And
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his coming to a staircase. Stanley walked
2
upstairs
steps
to his
of
boss's
squats. And oh,
Stepping into his
I have to
manager's
do 3
office,
sets of
Stanley was
squats.
once again stunned
That's
to
gonna be
discover not an
crazy.
indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible.
Yes, exactly. I'm speed running.
To just let the narrator talk.
Yes, me speed running, bro.
Anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some
Nope.
calming new age music.
Nope, nope, nope. That ain't relaxing at all. Okay, I'm gonna start doing my 30 squats already.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked on into the open passage.
Where am I going? Done.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley,
30 squats done. Let's go. Okay, last room. Okay, sleep after this. Sleep time.
this mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Come on, come on.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept
Hey.
it blindly?
392 is the manager's room too. Yeah, that looks like the manager's room. Was the manager also being monitored? I thought the manager was the one who was controlling everybody.
To believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Okay.
But here was the proof.
Where
The
is
heart
B?
of the operation. Controls
Come on.
labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that
That's about it. I'm done with this ending.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Game over.
Was it over?
Or just the beginning.
He had won. He had defeated
Have
the
I?
machine, unshackled himself from
Oh
someone
yeah, the
else's
bucket was not
command.
supposed to leave.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Yeah, that's true.
Workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Have I been freed firstly?
Strange building home. But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps
Am I actually gonna
his goal
leave?
had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
this actually happening?
Whatever life is, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps
What?
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay, need to do another set of squat. I'm not able to get out.
Stanley felt
Oh.
the cool breeze upon his skin. The
I'm not able to control the character.
the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Where is my office?
Was happy.
Or was he? What? Did I finish the game? Or go back into the game? This is never ending. You can't keep getting away with this. Alright, guys. Good stream. I did beat the game. You saw that. You all saw that. There was a trophy which came in. And now it is time to do some good old nappy. Peace. Peace from the Middle East. Good night. Take care. Bye.